Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to crochet these pretty little stands holders for Easter eggs. These stands are pretty small. The diameter of the saucer is about 3.5 inches, and they are quick and easy to make. I will be crocheting using cotton thread size 10, and my hook is 1.95 millimeter. We'll start with the saucer with the magic loop, in which we'll make 14 single crochet stitches, and then in the next round 28 double crochet stitches. I am making a magic loop like this, and in the magic loop I'm making 14 single crochet stitches. Instead of the first one, I'll make chain 1, and then we'll continue with single crochets 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Close the loop and make a slip stitch in this first chain. 14 single crochets. Now we'll make another slip stitch to get under the first real single crochet and start making double crochets. Chain 3 will replace the first double crochet, and then a double crochet in the same place. 2 double crochets in the next single crochet. 2 double crochets in the following single crochet. Continue making 2 double crochets in each stitch until you have 28 double crochets, and at the end make a slip stitch in the third beginning chain. Close the magic loop, and to fix it, pass a needle with the end of thread on the left side of work in at least 2 different directions. In the third round of the saucer, we'll make 14 groups of 2 puff stitches with chain 3 between. Each puff stitch in this pattern consists of 2 double crochets finished together. When we need to make 2 double crochets together, we start usually with chain 2 instead of chain 3, and then a double crochet in the same place, and we'll finish them together. At the end of the round, we'll make a slip stitch in this third chain stitch. Now, chain 3 and 2 double crochets together in the same place. So we'll start a double crochet, we'll start the next double crochet, finish them together. Now skip 1 double crochet, and in the next double crochet begin making a double crochet. Do not finish it, begin making another one, and now finish them together. Make chain 3, and in the same place repeat an unfinished double crochet, an unfinished double crochet, finish them together. Skip 1 double crochet, begin a double crochet, begin the second one, finish them together, make chain 3, and in the same place begin a double crochet, begin the next double crochet, finish them together, and continue making these groups of 2 puff stitches with chain 3 between until you have 14 of those groups. In round 4, in each chain 3 space, we'll make 5 single crochets. We'll start with a slip stitch in the first chain 3 space. Instead of the first single crochet, we'll make chain 1, and then we'll continue making single crochets. This will be 2, 3, 4, 5. In the next chain 3 space, also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets, and the same in each chain 3 space. 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue making these single crochets, and at the end of the round make a slip stitch in this first beginning chain. In round 5 of the saucer, we'll again be making groups of 2 puff stitches. This time between them there will be chain 2, and between the groups chain 3. We'll be making those puff stitches in middle crochet stitches of each group of 5. That's why we need to start with 2 slip stitches. We'll make a slip stitch in the second single crochet, in the third single crochet, and now, as we did in round 3, we'll start with chain 2, not 3, as the first double crochet, because it's an unfinished double crochet. In the same place we are making another unfinished double crochet. We'll finish them together and make chain 2. Another group of 2 unfinished double crochets in the same place, finish them together, chain 3. And we are moving right to the middle single crochet of the group of 5, and we'll start making the first puff stitch consisting of 2 unfinished double crochets, finish them together, chain 2, and another puff stitch, 2 double crochets, finished together, chain 3, and one more time in the middle single crochet we are making unfinished double crochet, another unfinished double crochet, finish them together, chain 2, repeat the same steps, unfinished double crochet, unfinished double crochet, finish them together, chain 3, and so on. Continue working on this round on your own, please. In round 6, once again, we'll be making single crochet stitches. In each chain 2 space, 3 single crochets. In each chain 3 space, 5 single crochets. First, we need to make a slip stitch in chain 2 space, and chain 1 instead of the first single crochet, and 2 more single crochets. 3 single crochets here. Now 5 in the next space, chain 3 space, 5 single crochets, 3 single crochets in chain 2 space, 5 single crochets in chain 3 space, and repeat these steps, alternating groups of 3 and 5 single crochets. In the last white round, round number 7, we'll be making puff stitches. This time between them there will be chain 3, and between the groups of these puff stitches we'll be making chain 1, a single crochet, chain 1. First we need to make a slip stitch in the second of 3 single crochets, chain 2, and unfinished double crochet stitch, finish them together, chain 3. In the same place, 2 unfinished double crochets, finish them together, chain 1, find the middle of 5 single crochets, make a single crochet, chain 1. In the middle of these 3 single crochets we are making a puff stitch, 2 double crochets finished together, chain 3, and another puff stitch, 2 unfinished double crochets together, chain 1, a single crochet in the middle of these 5 single crochets, chain 1, and continue working on this round. At the end make a slip stitch here in this first puff stitch and cut off thread. We'll make the last round of the saucer later. First, let's make the egg holder itself, and for that we'll be using those double crochets of the second round that we skipped while making the third round of the saucer. In each of those skipped double crochets we'll make 3 double crochets to the total of 42 double crochets. Here is the second round. We can see these double crochet stitches that we skipped earlier. So I am joining thread and making 2 more double crochets, chain 3 first and then 2 more double crochets. So 3 double crochets. Now I will find the next double crochet that we didn't use. Using these 2 threads, I'm making 1, 2, 3 double crochets and another one. You can see those 2 threads here. 1, 2, 3 double crochets. Continue making this round this way, please. After you make this first round of double crochets, make 6 rounds of single crochets. In each round there will be 42 single crochets. Each round will start with chain 1 instead of first single crochet and end with a slip stitch. So finish making these 6 rounds and then I'll show how to finalize this extent. This is what it looks like with 6 rounds of single crochets. In the last white round, round number 8, we are going to alternate groups of 2 puff stitches with chain 3 between and single puff stitches. We'll separate these with chain 1, and every time we'll be skipping 2 single crochets of round 7. This way we'll make 7 groups of 2 puff stitches and 7 single puff stitches. We'll start with a group of 2 puff stitches, so chain 2 and an unfinished double crochet, finish them together, make chain 3 and 2 more unfinished double crochets in the same place, finish together, chain 1, skip 2 single crochets and make a puff stitch in the next single crochet, chain 1, skip 2 single crochets and make a group of 2 unfinished double crochets, chain 3, another group of 2 unfinished double crochets, finish them together, chain 1, skip 2 single crochets, make a puff stitch, chain 1, skip 2 single crochets, make 1 puff stitch, chain 3, another puff stitch, chain 1, and after skipping 2 single crochets, a puff stitch, chain 1. Finish this round on your own, please, and then cut off the white thread. Now let's make the trim for both egg holder itself and for the saucer. We'll start with the egg holder. The trim can be done using any colored thread, preferably something pastel. I'm going to use pink this time. In each chain 3 space, we'll be making 8 single crochets and then 2 single crochets around a single standing puff stitch together. We can start the trim at any point, but preferably not where we finished the previous round, so that we wouldn't have to work on both ends of the thread at the same time. So I am joining thread to a chain 3 space, and I'm making a chain stitch instead of the first single crochet, and now the second single crochet, the third, and continue 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 single crochets here. Now, and I am working in this end of thread all the time. Now I am inserting the hook in chain 1 space, inserting the hook in the next chain 1 space, and making a single crochet. And moving on to the next chain 3 space, I am making 8 single crochets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 single crochets together around a puff stitch like this, and another group of 8 single crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 2 single crochets together, 1, 2 around the puff stitch together. Continue making trim this way, And at the end, make a slip stitch here in the first beginning chain and cut off and weave in the thread. The trim for the saucer is almost the same, except in each chain 3 space we'll be making 7 single crochets and then 2 single crochets together. Once again, we can start at any point where we have chain 3, join the thread, make chain 1 instead of the first single crochet, and then working in the end of the thread, make single crochets. So now I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 single crochets together before and after the single crochet. Now 7 single crochets once again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 single crochets together. Finish the trim of the saucer and weave in the end of the thread. Now we need to harden the egg holder to give it a better shape. I usually use cornstarch, and if you are not sure how to make boiled starch, I have a video on my channel, and you can now see the link to the video on your screens. To dry the starched egg holders, I use styrofoam bells. They are just the right shape for the egg holders. This is it for today. If you liked the video, please push the like button. And if you want to be informed of all the other projects on the channel, consider subscribing and pushing the notification bell. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Bye-bye.